Let's begin with the first question and answer session. We'll try to answer as many questions as possible. Therefore, we ask that only one question be asked per phone call and that these questions be as brief as possible. You may call the studio directly at the phone or fax numbers which appear on your screen, including the ITC iPhone number 688-1700. We remind you to make your phone calls at a distance from the monitor to avoid feedback. So our first question is from Lima, Peru. Go ahead, please.
Buenos días, mi nombre
Yes.
es
Good afternoon. My name is Ivonne Nada, and my question is for Mr. Hinton, and I'm going to be a restaurant manager of Natural Foods, and I would like to know, as a leader, what would be your opinion in terms of, because really this company has no idea of organizational culture, and what would you recommend to this company and to the employees of this company to start off with?
I think my advice to you would be two things. First of all, because you're the manager, it's very important for you to set the culture. And you want to set that culture in your small restaurant by guiding your employees to meet the expectations of your customers. So allow your customers to guide you in terms of what the expectations are, and then meet or exceed those expectations. The second piece of advice that I would give you as a leader, and managers are leaders, I would encourage you to remind your employees that their goal is to acquire and maintain customers. Because if you don't have customers, you won't generate any revenue.
That's true. Okay, great. Our next question is from Mexico, Chihuahua, Mexico. Go ahead, please.
And good morning, Verónica Díaz de León from the University of Chihuahua. And our question is, what is the difference between developing goals and achieving productive goals? What is the difference between these two, developing and achieving?
Well, this is an excellent question, because developing goals is, I think, one of the most important responsibilities of a leader. And when leaders develop goals, I believe it should be a collaborative process. In other words, leaders want the input of employees, of customers, so that the goals are attractive to the employees, attractive in the sense that the employees will support trying to achieve the goals. Now, in terms of goal achievement, once you've set the expectation of what you want to achieve, then the second part is you have to be able to guide and counsel your employees in how to achieve the goals. And I would encourage you to set incremental goals so that they're not trying to make a huge leap, but rather step by step by step, they have what we call small successes along the path.
Great. Thank you. And we stay in Mexico for the next question. Go ahead, please.
That organizational culture is one of the key elements that have an impact on the workplace. And this has a direct result or impact on leaders because they have to really measure the impact on this. And how do we measure this? And I would like to say hi to Caron and Ceci Hurtado as well. How can we measure this?
Well, I don't know that you need to worry about measuring the culture. In Mexico, for example, you have a wonderful culture in the workplace. It's a unique culture. It's different from, say, Lima, Peru, or certainly in the United States. But I think ultimately where you want to place your emphasis, because culture just happens. You are who you are, and culture helps you be part of a successful leader. I think, though, what you want to do is place your emphasis on what I'll call the human elements, which was the first question that Dr. Saba asked me in the program. And when I talk about the human elements, I'm talking about your skills as a leader, apply the things that you've learned educationally as a leader, and also rely heavily on your interpersonal capabilities, because I think that will help you more than anything else. Culture will just naturally play out in your role as a leader.
Great. Thank you, and thank you for your questions. Let's now move to the second module of our program.